Hi, myself Bhavana, giving the Python assignment on the topic called Smart Academic Performance Analyzer. The contents are introduction, problem statements, objectives, methodology, result, application, and the conclusion. First topic is introduction. A smart academic performance analyzer is the Python based application developed to simplify and automate the process of evaluating a student academic performance. In traditional methods, calculating total, average, and the grades manually can be time consuming and prone to the errors. This program addresses that the program by providing a systematic and accurate way to process a student data. This system takes a basic inputs such as it will take like student name, subject, marks, performs multiple operation including data validation, calculation and analysis. It ensures that the entered data is correct by the checking for the valid numbers, proper range of marks and matching subject mark counts. After validation, it calculates the total and the average marks and classifies the performance into grades like distinction, first class, pass or fail based on the predefined criteria. In the addition, the program uses the Python data structures like it will uses list and the dictionaries to organize the data efficiently. And to identify the highest scoring subject, the final output is displayed in the clear and structured format, making it easy to understand. Overall, this project demonstrates the practical application of programming concepts such as input handling, loops, conditional statement, expectation handling, and data structure in solving a real world academic problems. Next part is the problem statement. In an educational institution, student performance is often calculated manually, which is time consuming and it will may cause the errors. Teachers need to calculate the total marks, average, assign grades and identify the student's strength, especially when dealing with the multiple subjects and the large number of students. This manual process may lead to the mistake in calculation, inconsistent grading and difficulty in quickly analyzing the performance. Additionally, there is no simple and efficient way for the students to independently access their academic progress and understand their strength and the weakness. The lack of automation is the basic performance analysis creates the delay and reduces the accuracy in generating results. Therefore, there is the need of the system that can automatically take student details, validate the input and perform the accurate calculation, classify the grades based on the predefined criteria and present the results in the clear and the organized format. The solution should be simple, reliable and efficient, making the academic performance analyzer faster and the error-free. Therefore, there is the need for the automated system that can accurately process the academic data, evaluate the performance and generate the clear and the structured report. Next part is objectives. Objectives are first, to calculate the total marks, average and the percentage. The objective of the smart academic performance analyzer is the first is to calculate the total marks, average and the percentage, to classify the student performance into the grades, to generate a clear and the structured report, to analyze the highest and the lowest scoring subject, to use Python data structure for the efficient data handling, to automate student performance evaluation and to reduce the manual calculation errors, to process subject and marks data efficiently, to present a result in a clear and the structured output format. To demonstrate the use of the Python concept, it will uses Python concepts like list, dictionaries, loops and the condition, and to identify the highest scoring subject using the data structure. We can find out the highest scoring subject using the data structure and to classify the performance like distinction, first class, pass and fail. to calculate the total marks, average marks accurately. Next part is methodology. The project follows the step-by-step process to analyze the student performance. First, the program collects the input from the user. First, what it will do, it will collect the input including the student name, subjects and the marks. Next, the input data is processed by converting the subject into the list and the marks into integers. After that is validation is performed to ensure the number of subject matches the number of marks and that all marks are within the valid range of 0 to 100. It will give the condition like the marks should be within 0 to 100. Once the data is verified, the program performs the calculations such as total and the average marks. Based on the average, the student grade is been determined using the conditional statement. Then a dictionary is created, map subject with their marks, which helps in identifying the highest scoring subject. Finally, the program displays all the results in the clear and the structured format, including student details, marks, total marks, average, grade and the highest scoring subject. This methodology ensures the accurate processing, error handling and meaningful output. If we explain like point wise, first it will collect the data like student name, subject and the marks, split the subject names using the string manipulation. It will split. Store the marks in the list for processing, map subjects and marks using the dictionary, calculate the total and average and percentage, apply condition statements to assign grades, identify the highest and lowest scoring subject, display the final structured output. Next is the code. First, the code is like this. Python program titled that is Smart Academic Performance Analyzer is designed to execute the student academic performance in the structured way. It begins by taking the input from the user including the student name, list of subject and corresponding marks entered as the comma separated. The program then processes this input by converting the subjects into the cleaned list and transferring the marks into the integers, while also handling the errors using the blocks to ensure only numeric values are expected. Next, the program performs validation checks to make sure the number of subject matches the number of marks and all the marks fall within the valid range of 0 to 100. If any of these conditions fail, it displays an error message and stops the execution. Once the data is verified, the program calculates the total and the average marks. Based on the average, it classifies the student performance into grades such as distinction, first class, pass or fail using the conditional statement. The program also uses a dictionary to map each subject to its corresponding mark, which helps in identifying the subject with the highest scoring using the max function. Finally, it displays all the results in the clear formatted output it includes student name, subject, marks, total, average, grade, highest scoring subject and the data structure used. Next, the output follows as this. First, we should enter the student name like Sakshi for example, and we should enter the subjects by entering the commas like for example maths, science, English. Enter the marks of the individual like marks of the maths is 78, marks of the science is 90, marks of the English is 87. This Smart Academic Performance Analyzer reports, first it will give the student name separately, next the subject like maths, science, English, and it will give the marks of the Sakshi individually and shows the total marks like 78 plus 90 plus 87 as 225. Next, average marks is 85. Average means it will calculate the average. Percentage is 85. Grade is above 85 means distinction. Highest marks scored in the subject is 90. Lowest marks is 78. Passed subject is 3. Failed subject is 0. Remarks that all the subject are been passed. Data structure ಏನಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಸಾಕ್ಷಿ secured distinction with 85. Let me show you one example based on this. This is the code as it involves everything. Like first we should give name as the input. We should enter the subjects and the length of the subject, and we should enter the marks. It will calculate the average. If it is greater than 85, then it will print as distinction. If it is less than 60, first class, less than 40, next pass. If it is if it is greater than 40, then pass. If it is less than 40, then it will print as the fail. It will show as the name, subject and the marks. It will print the student name, subject, marks, total marks, average marks, percentage, grade, highest marks, lowest marks, passed subject, failed subject, remarks, and the data structure, and it will even show the summary. Let me run this. Enter the student name as we will enter like Bhavana, BHVANA. Oh, sorry. It is given, enter the student name Bhavana. Enter the subjects. It should be separated by comma. Maths, Kannada, English, Hindi. Enter the marks of the Kannada. 88. Enter the marks of the English. 78. Enter the marks of Hindi. 98. Here we did not added comma after the maths, so the maths subject is not showing, means it is showing like enter the marks of the maths and Kannada. If we add the comma after the maths, then it will give like 4 subject. Let me even show that example. Here we will see the marks like 88, 78, 98. Total marks is 264 and the average marks is 88 among that average. Here the highest marks is 98, lowest marks is 78, passed subject are 3 and the failed subject are 0. Let me show you that with the example by adding the comma after the maths. Enter the student name Bhavana, separated by comma, maths, Kannada, English, Hindi. I have entered the Kannada, CNNDM, okay, comma. It will give the 4 subjects now. 12, for 77, 99, 90. It will give like failed subject as the 1, as the marks of the maths is 12. If the subject, if they have scored less than 40, then it will show like the failed. This is the output and this is the code execution. Next is the application. Applications of this smart academic performance analyzer is the system can be used in the schools, colleges to automate the result analyzing and reduce the manual workload for the teachers. It helps in report card generation where the tools average and the grades are been calculated instantly. Student can use its self-assessment to track their academic progress and improve the weak subject. Coaching centers and the tuition classes can be used to analyze the test performance and monitor the conclusion improvement over time. It can be integrated into the student management system for maintaining the academic records digitally. The programs can be extended for the online learning platforms to automatically evaluate the quiz and exam results. It is useful for the data analyzing practice, helping beginners understand how the real world data is being processed using the programming. It can support the performance comparison where the multiple student results can be analyzed and been compared. The system can be enhanced to generate the graphs, reports for the better visualization of performance. It can also be recruitment for training programs to evaluate the candidate test scores quickly. It can be extended for managing the multiple student records, assist in identifying the strength and the weakness of the student, useful for generating the student report cards, helps the teachers in quick evaluation of marks and grades. Used in the schools and the colleges to analyze the student performance. As we cannot find everything with a manual way, so we will use this student performance analyzer, because it will automatically calculate everything and give the everything what the user need. Next, the conclusion of the Smart Academic Performance Analyzer successfully demonstrate how the programming can be used to simplify real-world problems like student performance evaluation. The system automates the process of calculating total marks, average and grade classification, reducing manual effort and minimizing the errors. It also ensures data accuracy through the proper validation and provides the meaningful insights such as identifying the highest scoring subject. By using the Python concepts such as list, dictionaries, loops and conditional statement, project shows an effective way to organize and analyze the data. The output is presented in a clear and structured format, making it easy to understand. Overall, this project is simple yet practical solution that can be further enhanced and applied in the educational system for the efficient performance analysis. The system reduces the manual effort, improves the accuracy and provides the clear and structured report, making the performance analysis simple and efficient. It calculates total, average and assigns the grade accurately using the Python concept. Thank you.